Tonight, neighbors are speaking out about a woman found dead in her home 2 weeks ago in Palm Springs. Police now calling this case a homicide, and they're searching for help. News Channel 3's Jake and Gracia live tonight in Palm Springs with more on what neighbors are saying they saw. Jake.
Yeah, John, good evening. A gruesome discovery inside this home. Neighbors say they were checking on their friend after they didn't hear from her. They found her body inside, covered in blood. But that was 2 weeks ago, and now they want to know what took police so long to investigate this as a homicide.
Jenny Dillon was an amazing human being who loved everyone and everyone loved her.
Neighbors in the Racquet Club Estates community in Palm Springs are mourning the loss of 59-year-old Jennifer Dillon, who police say was killed 2 weeks ago.
We found her in the house, face down.
Mallory Morse, along with Annette Bain and her husband, did a welfare check after Dillon's wife, who they say was out of town at the time, said she wasn't answering her texts.
We start looking around, and I'm calling her phone, and I'm hearing it go off, and her phone's there. So if I know her phone's there, I know Jenny's there.
They found Dillon's body in the middle bedroom. They say she'd been gone for a while.
There was blood. I could see some blood, and she wasn't moving. Her arm was kind of twisted, weird.
It's scary to live in the neighborhood because of that. Could my house be next?
Police initially considered the death suspicious, but it wasn't until more than 2 weeks later that the investigation was elevated to that of a homicide.
I wish that they would have made it a crime scene immediately.
Bain says an officer told her that it was okay to clean up a little, so Dillon's wife wouldn't have to see the bloody scene.
He knew that she was my friend, and it might be disturbing for her wife to get home and see it. I disturbed everything. I'm sure I disturbed everything. There was still so much blood everywhere.
They're worried the investigation has now lost critical time.
The longer we wait, the more we won't know. The easier it will be for someone to get away with it.
The search now just beginning for justice for Jennifer Dillon. And police are searching for surveillance footage in this case, but the neighbors we spoke to say their rings haven't turned up much just yet. If you know anything or saw anything, you're urged to call the Palm Springs Police Department. We're live tonight in Palm Springs. Jake and Gracia, News Channel 3.